Welcome back to the Lemmings Hall of Fame level solving commentary video series, and we continue with 10 more levels at the Platinum rank. So first up, we have Platinum 11, Another One Bites the Dust by Queen. That's really funny because I was just talking about that song, doing the level solving commentary video for this level pack. I think in the previous one. Ding, ding, ding. Another one bites the dust. Ding, ding, ding. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Yeah, so pretty nice one by Queen there. And ironic to its name, the band is all boy members. Yeah, there's no girl members in the band at all. But there's some other bands that do the same thing. Bare Naked Ladies. It's also the same thing. Yeah, none of the members in that band are girls. Yeah, they're all guys. Where is it? Alrighty, I do believe this was backrouted in pre-testing, but again, I can't remember, and this, it is a fire trap. And then this is also a trap. Okay, so get a floater, and then shimmy, and he also gets a climber. And then, another floater here as well. We will platform up this gap. Okay, and then this climber will shimmy to go back the other way. So two platformers here. Okay, and he will also disarm this trap here. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and platform to catch the crowd, and then platform up this gap. Yep, and there we go. This is a safe fall for theirs. Okay, and then I go ahead and make this guy shimmy. Excuse me. Yeah, this is just to delay him so that he has more than enough time to platform into the gap, I think. Did I? No. So yeah, it just barely catches him, but it does. Alrighty, and now he's going to go ahead and platform up this gap up here, so that we can reach the exit. Yeah, and he has more than enough time to stretch it to reach this platformer bridge. Okay, then max out the release rate when we pretty much start the second platformer bridge. So platformer left over here. So not exactly intended, and excuse me, I'm not certain of where it's used. But in any case, a very nice level. And not too challenging, even for this late in the pack. Platinum 12, Nissan Dorma, I don't even know if I said that correctly, and Giacomo Puccini. I think I've heard that person, but I'm not certain. But in any case, do not know the song. Excuse me. Alrighty. So a pretty limited skill set, save for the jumpers and the shimmers. Yeah, warrior 4 and 5 respectively. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and dig that one first, Lemming. Okay, jump over the digger pit, where he will fall down and bomb, I think. Yes, to make a nice ramp for the others to step up. Okay, and then he becomes the slider. Okay, and then go ahead and build across the gap. And then, I go ahead and make this guy a blocker. And then I go ahead and stop the digger with a shimmy before he can dig out another pixel and release the blocker. So now the crowd will be contained in here. Okay, and then also max out the release rate. And I also jump, so that he does not slide out and go out the other way. Because if he does, then he's just gonna go into the bottomless pit. But, oh no, he does not slide out here. At least not yet, it appears. So, excuse me. So, after building, climber and then a jumper, yes. That's a pretty interesting looking excuse me, 10 tons trap here. I don't exactly know where it comes from, yeah, to be honest. I don't think it's one of the L2 Pillar Classic graphics set, is it? Because I'm pretty certain that was not found in Lemmings 2. Yeah, for the Classic tribe. But anyway, yeah, now he goes out the other way, and then we're going to go ahead and jump over the trap. Okay, and then he goes out the other way again, where we're going to go ahead and mine to the left. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and build from the other side. This is our last builder, but it does reach far enough, yeah, to overlap with this builder staircase. And then we're going to go ahead and make him shimmy using this builder staircase. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and shoot a laser to free the crowd and the blocker. Yep, and that's already it. And then I guess this guy is just lost now. Yeah, to the bottom of this pit. And so 3 shimmers and a blocker left over. So no, it does appear that this is just Towson mixing. Yeah, I think it might have just came from like, oh, I don't know, maybe the Genesis Dirt Tile set, but I have no idea though. And there's also the Spikes Needles trap, yeah, which is now in the L2 Pillar Classic graphic set. Yeah, only that flamethrower is, if I'm not mistaken. Platinum 13, Push the Sky Away by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. Yeah, I don't know who they are, and I do not know the song as well. So I'm not having too much success with knowing the songs in the later parts of the pack as well. So it looks like my memory was indeed pretty off. And I guess it kind of makes sense because pretty much a lot of the well-known ones were, or at least to me, were used for Lemmings World Tour and Lemmings Open Air. Yeah, the previous 2 lower packs of Stratos. Yeah, before Lemmings Hall of Fame came along. But here we have a swimmer and some, I think those are walkers. Yeah, as pickups. And also some Evil Eyes traps that we need to avoid. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump over to the first one, and then make him a slider. And then jump over this trap. And then we also jump over the Lemming over the first trap. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and shoot a laser. So now the others will get down here. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and block. And also block here as well. And yeah, I would also consider this one of the hardest levels of the pack. Yeah, this is definitely not very easy to figure out the solution to. Okay, go ahead and collect the swimmer pickup, and then we're gonna go ahead and shimmy. And then this guy becomes a swimmer. Yeah, that's what the pickup we collected was for. And then I think he also becomes a slider, the swimmer. Yeah, yes, so he can go down out to the left over here. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and block him. Okay, in the meantime, this shimmer is coming to collect the walker pickups. And then, by the time he reaches this blocker here, yeah, he's going to go ahead and go back to the left. So this trick is not new to me. I've learned it. I first learned it in one of Nisha's levels. Yeah, from, I believe, Yippee More Lemmings. And then we're going to go ahead and cancel the shimmer with a walker, and then also turn him around with a walker again. So now he goes down here, where he's going to go ahead and shoot a laser to free the blockers and the crowd. Yeah, like so. And then we're gonna go ahead and release the blocker here. And then make him shimmy. Yeah, and then that's already it. So 3 shimmers and a basher left over. I don't remember if this was background and pre-testing. Yeah, so he goes up the laser tunnel because laser tunnels are shimmer friendly. But in any case, yeah, he's a swimmer, so he's safe. Yeah, and also a slider, so he goes out the other way. But yeah, it's like I said though, because of the tricks that are needed in this level, it's definitely one of the hardest levels, yeah, of the pack. And quite justified, since we are in the Platinum rank. Yeah, the final rank of the pack. Platinum 14, Lem from the North Country, by Bob Dylan. I have heard of Bob Dylan, but I don't know any songs of his. Yeah, not really. This one is somewhat challenging. Yeah, especially since you are dealing with two entrances. So we're gonna go ahead and mine with the Lemming for the right entrance. Yeah, one Lemming slips on by. And then, yeah, this guy turns around. Who will mine the other way. Okay, and then we bash with the next Lemming. And then we're gonna go ahead and platform this gap here. Yeah, he will finish, or rather, he'll get them to the other side. I think he might even finish up the gap before the next one arrives. Yeah, I don't quite remember. Oh no, he's not gonna finish. And so, yeah, he will have to jump. But did I do anything else in the meantime? Yes, I also jumped with someone else. Yeah, I stopped him with a jumper. Yeah, this miner here. Yeah, and then this one jumps over the gap as mentioned. Alright, so now the right entrance, the top entrance is perfectly fine. They're perfectly safe. And same thing with the bottom entrance. Yeah, they're kind of safe as well. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and stop him mid-stroke with a jumper. And then bash on through the one-way wall. And then same thing, we're gonna stop him mid-stroke. Yes. And I do so with a jumper. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and mine. It's to make a turnaround point for the others, I think. Yeah, while one goes on by. So yes, he shimmies. Yeah, and then I also stop him mid-stroke with a miner, though that's not really necessary, I don't think. Yes, yeah, it is, because we're gonna go ahead and platform to get them up later on. Because here we go ahead and mine the other way. Okay, and then we're gonna use an Archimere to get over the top. Bash through the bear. And then same thing with the penguin. And then platform up the gap. And then this miner will just about connect with the basher tunnel. Yeah, because the ceiling is thin enough now for them to step up. Yeah, for the bottom entrance group notice. And then we're gonna go ahead and jump over the exit. As a matter of fact, I don't think it's actually necessary to seal out the gap completely. Just needs to platform far enough ahead so that he can jump over the exit. And then we go ahead and mine through the one-way wall, and then I start platforming up this gap as well. Yeah, it's not really necessary because we need one more platform to reach the exit anyway. Yeah, since we destroyed the terrain underneath it. So, basher left over here. Not exactly sure what's used for, but yeah, seems that this one is pretty close to intended. But yeah, it's definitely not easy to work out how to solve the low, given the fact that your only constructor skill are platformers. You don't have any builders or anything. Platinum 15, Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden. I know I heard that name somewhere. I just can't remember where, and I'm not familiar with the song. Though I believe that at some point there was like a discussion. In Soviet Russia, you swallow the black pill. In the galactic center, the black pill swallows you. I'm going to assume those are the lyrics. Yeah, that you can find in the song. And anyway, what I was going to say is that I think at some point there was like a discussion about the song on Discord, on the Lemmings forums Discord. Yeah, so as you can see, this is pretty much meant to represent a black hole. You know, an object that is so dense and has a very strong gravitational pull that nothing can escape it, not even light. And so, because light is the fastest thing there is, yeah, that means nothing can escape a black hole. Yeah, once you get close enough to it. Yeah, because there's essentially a point of no return called the event horizon, and when something crosses that, then yeah, there's no way for anything to escape the black hole's gravitational pull. But anyway, yeah, in this level we pretty much have mostly one or something. 2 skills where we have 5, yeah, the climbers and the bombers, and then platformers 3, and then fencers 2. And we start with all pre-assigned gliders here, and then we're gonna go ahead and stack. Yeah, so that we can send up a climber. Yeah, at least one climber. What am I? Oh. Yes, we go over here. So the updrafts will push the gliders upwards. And into this black hole. No, they're getting sucked in. And then, yeah, anyway. Go ahead and bomb here with glider. I don't know what that's for, actually. Yeah, why do I bomb there? And then I bomb here as well. Oh, I think it's just to, like, be able to, like, get over here. Yeah, well, bomber over here, they'll just, like, keep going upwards, I think. Yeah, and eventually they'll be, like, trapped, yeah, in between the, one-way force fields. Okay, and then a fire trap here, but, yeah, they just land on the other side. Just barely. Yeah, I really don't wear my solution at all. It's been so long since I've seen this level. But I do remember how, like, very neat looking it is because of this right here. Yeah, somebody becomes a climber. Yeah, it looks like it was him right here. Okay, and then I bomb him once he's high enough. And then send up another climber. Okay, platform up the gap. Yeah, and over the black hole. Yeah, something like this, yeah. Yeah, if this was an actual thing, yeah, in real life, yeah, I think you would definitely get sucked in because it's pretty close to it. Yeah, like pretty much around here, it's like pretty close to it. Like you can like probably feel the gravitational pull from the black hole. Anyway, fence on through, and then we're gonna go ahead and build to get them up. Oh yeah, this is like a really bad background. Yeah, consider how many skills I have left over. Okay, and then platform to reach the exit now. Yep, and that's already it. So luckily he gets the work done before anyone can slip by him. And even if they do, I think they'll eventually just make their way back up anyway, and they will glide down safely. So yeah, look at how many skills are left over here. Yeah, and look at all this bunch of gliders going up. Woot woot! Up into the black hole we go! So yeah, that's a lot of skills left over. Yeah, there was only like what, maybe like 8 skills used in total. Guess yeah, Strato didn't really have any ideas how to like fix it, I guess. To like stop my solution. Anyway, Platinum 16, The Show Must Go On by Queen. So apparently that is a song by Queen. Yeah, I did not know that. The show must go on. Yeah, I believe it's that one. Yeah, the one that you can also hear in what do you call it? Moulin Rouge. Yeah, featuring Ewan McGregor and Nicole Kidman. Yeah, assuming it is this song that's being referenced, or yeah. First time it goes on ahead, second one stacks, and then also the climber and jump. Yeah, going to do a lot of jumping here, and then he also becomes a climber. He will also jump the same way that this guy does. Only I think he goes to the bottom here. Yeah, by shimming to collect the miner pickup. And then we're gonna go ahead and platform up the gap. Yeah, and he finishes in the nick of time so that the shimmer does not stop and he doesn't turn around either. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and dig to get underneath the exit trigger, or rather, to basically stop this shimmer so that he doesn't go into the needle strap. And then we also make the digger jump before he falls, or transitions to the faller. Yeah, and he does go high enough to get over the exit trigger. Okay, go ahead and make him bash through the one-way wall, and then we collect some pickups here. So, cloners and builders. Okay, and then I go ahead and clone, and then make him mine. And then clone here again, so that we can platform up, no, go over the water gap, sorry. And he finishes just in time before the basher arrives. So, time is of the essence here. Okay, and then go ahead and build once he gets through. And then, okay, jump, and then jump again, and then build and then clone. Okay, and then release another Lemming from the crowd by making him jump over the stack, and then he will also do some building. Okay, so neither one turns around, and then we go ahead and jump, and then build and clone. Okay, and then build. He will turn around to give him some time to build over this gap. And then finally, release the crowd by building over the stack, and that's it. So all skills used and accounted for. So this should be intended. So yeah, this is the path they take to get over the top. So quite a nice level here in my opinion. Definitely one of the best. Platinum 17, Despacito by Louis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee. I think this is the one that features Justin Bieber. Despacito. And then whatever they say in Spanish. Yeah, I didn't really pay any attention to the lyrics. But yes, I do know the song. And if you think it's unusual that I recognize it, then yeah, I guess you do have a point. But I do know it. Yeah, just from listening to the radio. When it used to play. Yeah, at least to the on the station that I am listen to. Yeah, and it used to be on it.
Let's go.
Okay, I somewhat remember this though. Yeah, it's like pretty vague though, a vague recollection. So set up a climber. Yeah, there's like a pixel before the ceiling here, so he does get through, and then we're gonna go ahead and dig down. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and build here. He turns around, and then we're gonna go ahead and mine to the left. And then, yeah, I just go ahead and start building. Yeah, because we're gonna go ahead and release them later. Okay, make him a slider, and then make him jump and then shimmy. Yeah, he stops because of the steel block here. Goes out the other way, and then we're gonna go ahead and build. Yeah, it's to be a platform for the others. And then same thing here, go out the other way, and then make him shimmy. Oh yes, he's a slider, so therefore he's perfectly safe. So build, and then jump. And then go ahead and release the crowd the rest of the way. Yeah, the worker just exits now. Okay, shoot a laser, but later. Yeah, so I'm just getting a Lemming by himself apparently. And then finally just dig through the staircase, and that's it. So 2 climbers, a blocker, and a miner left over. So should definitely not be intended here, but probably still an acceptable solution. Yeah, it definitely doesn't seem like a very glaring background, like on that Black Hole Sun level. Yeah, we're at so many skills left over. Platinum 18 by Egyptian Lover by Space Cowboy featuring Nadia O. Yeah, I don't know who they are and do not know the song as well. Just a lot of multitasking that you need to do here. So it is somewhat difficult, but it's just like just a lot of frantic skill assigning that you have to do at the start. But once you get things under control, then it's not too bad.
Let's go.
But once again, you only have platformers as your only constructive skill here. So yeah, so it looks like just the first 3 become gliders. Second one becomes a blocker, and then yeah, he becomes a swimmer, and then he becomes a excuse me, a slider, and then yeah, swimmer, platform, and then we continue assigning swimmers. Yeah, until the platformer catches them. Okay, bash on through here. Oh, did I? No, just more swimmers. So yeah, now we have caught them. and then platform again, and then go ahead and mine the blocker free, and then platform down here. I think the rider just keeps on going, and then he turns somebody around. Yes, and then yeah, the one that turns around, we're gonna go ahead and make him dig. And then bash, and then he becomes a climber here. Yeah, this is just a delay, and to give him more than enough time to pop him up this gap. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and bash here, and then platform will make the digger platform. Yeah, this is to help these guys get out to the right side later on by making them shimmy. Yeah, the ones that are stuck in this pit down here. And anyway, go ahead and platform up this gap. So yeah, one platformer is enough, and yeah, he also becomes a swimmer. The one that just platformed here. Okay, bash on through. Okay, and I stop him with a shimmier. So it looks like to go up here. Okay, bash through here. Okay, and then stop him mid-stroke with a shimmier. So there's this tiny hole here in which they can step up through here. So this is a bit like precise, but yeah, it can be done. Okay, okay, and then I go ahead and mine. I think I just simply let the ones who are athletes just go on through first. Because here you cannot lose anybody. Okay, so that's a glider. Excuse me. Okay, and then go ahead and mine here. And then this glider will become a blocker far enough ahead so that once the miner frees him, the pit will be deep enough so that nobody can step out of it. Yeah, and the glider also bounces off the blocker as well. As a matter of fact, where did you come from? Oh yes, and you're a slider as well. So yeah, that's why. No, you can definitely do it further out. Yeah, just don't do it too far out. Yeah, so that they ends up past the exit. Yeah, so like so. Okay, so now the way is all prepared to get to the exit. Now it's just a matter of releasing these guys with shimmiers, I think. Let's make sure here. Somebody becomes a slider. Oh yeah, it looks like it's this guy because I think what happened is that he would like gone past us, I think. Yeah, so now everyone's safe. Yeah, the rest of them are just normal lemmings now. Yeah, so now it's just releasing these swimmers as platform with shimmers, and that's it. So yeah, it's kind of more of a stressful load than anything else. But at the same time, yeah, it's like I mentioned, it's one of the harder levels too. Yeah, even more so because of the fact that you need to save everybody. But still plenty of skills that are left over here though. Most of which are like the athletic skills. And also a few blockers. Platinum 19, The Last Journey Home by Dragon Force. So there's Dragon Force again, and as I mentioned, I don't know the person, and I also do not know the song as well. And if you're not familiar with this, this is pretty much a Strato's imitation of the Final Frustration level by Nepster from his Nepster Lemmings pack. Yeah, it's the final level in Nepster's pack, which is 20 of everything and the cost of 8 skills. But it is one of the hardest X of everything levels. Yeah, and also it's also one where you need to save everybody. And as a matter of fact, it originally was a contest level where the rule was to make a 20 of everything, and the save requirement is 75%, but it still needs to be possible to save everybody. And so really, it was just like basically Nepster's way of like loopholing the contest rule to make it as hard of a level as possible. So yeah, this is pretty much um, yeah, the final frustration level. Yeah, but with the new Lemming skills instead. Yeah, rather than the classic 8 skills. But in contrast to Nepster's level, this is quite an easy one. This is a lot easier, yeah, than Nepster's level. And let me see, there are 1, 2, only 3 entrances to deal with this time. In Nepster's level, there was, I think there might have been 4. Or it might have been 3 as well. Yeah, I honestly can't remember. But yeah, if you look at Nepster's level, Final Frustration, you would definitely see that this level pretty much resembles it exactly, or like very very similarly. But in any case, yeah, we do need to worry about the left entrance, yeah, as the other 2 entrances are perfectly contained. So glider and glider, yeah. Then we're just gonna go ahead and platform. Okay, and then laser on through, and then yeah, and because you need to save everybody, just like in Nepster's Final Frustration though, yeah, the stoners are completely useless here. Okay, and then platform over here as well. And then we're gonna go ahead and stack to turn around and then stack behind this platformer. So yeah, it's a fair point that Strato said that it's pretty difficult to make this also very difficult. Yeah, just like Final Frustration. Okay, shoot a laser here. Yeah, this is how they can get down safely. Yeah, these guys. Okay, fence on through. Yeah, this is all terrain here. Okay, platform over here. Fence upwards. Platform again. And then shoot a laser. And then fence on through. Fence on through again. Yeah, he will stop. Okay, fence on through. Fence on through as well. And then fence again. Shoot a laser. Shoot a laser. Shimmy on through. Okay, shoot a laser. And then platform. Yeah, it takes 3 platformers, it appears. Yes. So yeah, pretty much another crucial difference here is that there's no like downwards destructor skills. Yeah, only upwards ones. So therefore, yeah, these guys can release themselves, but yeah, it's gonna be a spot fall. So it's probably best to use someone else. Yeah, to free them. Which I believe is what I do. Yes, I free them with a laser. Okay, jump to get on through. And then laser on through. Laser again. And then laser. Platform. Although I guess technically you could also drop down here and then laser. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, I go ahead and make the platformer fence. Okay, and then stack here. I'm not sure what that's for actually. I think it's just to turn these guys around. Okay, and then fence on through. Okay, and then platform and then stack. Stop him with a jumper. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I don't even know why I did that. Yeah, since I think they would just turn around here, as a matter of fact. Okay, stack there. Okay, maybe I just make them go up their own ramps. So these guys will go up the left side, and then these guys will go up the right side. Yeah, because I just repeatedly stack to make a turnaround points. And then finally just platform to get to the exit. Okay, and then fence onto the stack. Okay, and then I release these guys by fencing. Okay, and then what else happened? And then I fence, these guys free. Then, also stop him mid-stroke with Shimmer, and that's it. So, as you can see, a lot of skills left over. But, again, it's like Strato said, it's very, very difficult to make this a very hard level. We just need Lemming skills. In this particular case, having the 20 of everything in these 10 skill types is very, very powerful. Well, I guess technically 9 since or even 8 since there is no water here, so the swimmers are also useless as well. I don't even know why I stacked there, so that stack could have been spared. Oh, no, looks like it is for turning these guys around because I just let them through. Because this was placed in such a way so that they can still get over to the right side. And these are gliders, so they'll be fine. And just an interesting thing about when I first encountered Final Frustration. It took me like a good few hours or so before I was finally successful in getting it solved. And that comes like pretty much almost like 3 years after I first started playing Nepster Lemmings. And Black Hole 1 had me stuck for a very, very long time. And until I got it solved, I left the pack unsolved, for almost 3 years. But once I finally did get Black Hole 1 solved, I proceeded to smash through the rest of the Black Hole rank in pretty short order, with a few exceptions where they took me longer than usual, and it's the right difficulty for the rank. Because beyond that level, there's like 2 or 3 levels I say that are perfectly placed in the rank. Since I think they deserve to be a final rank 1 due to how difficult they are. And Final Frustration is definitely one of the hardest, X of everything levels that you will ever play. Don't believe me? Well, just load up Nepster Lemmings and try it for yourself. Because again, just when I thought I was clear to go, in my first several attempts, I had to redo a lot of things because I wasn't sure that I would run out of skills until much later, and it was too late. And then finally, Platinum 20, Moonlight Shadow by Mike Oldfield. Don't know who that is. I don't know the song as well. Alrighty, so we have an entrance that are pre-assigned climbers here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and dig. And we have a very slow release rate of 1. Oh yes, he just goes on through. And then we're gonna go ahead and laser, and then clone. And then the digger makes both of them stop due to removing some terrain. As a matter of fact, did I No, I didn't change the release rate at all. So I guess it just comes at the right time, so that the lasers are able to shoot something in order to contain the climbers. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and shimmy with this guy, and then looks like he also becomes a slider. Okay, and then this guy will build, and then this digger will bash. Yes. And yes, these flamethrowers are due to backroute fixing, because I do believe it was possible before to just simply build your way up or something like that. Pretty similar to the bronze rank finisher, I believe. But anyway, the climber goes on through. And the others are perfectly fine. Although they are coming, and remember, they are climbers, so they are able to get out of this area. Just like him over here. We're gonna go ahead and clone before he starts climbing. And go ahead and make him jump so that he goes over the top. Okay, and then go ahead and build. And then, let's see. Okay, I stop this builder with Shimmer. yeah, this is to this staircase is to stop the climbers from going out. Because if they were able to get up, then they'll just leave out over here and then fall down to the bottomless pit. Okay, and so we need to build twice here. I think one builder is not enough. Although I think it just barely reaches from the looks of things. But anyway. Yeah, he goes out the other way due to being a slider, and then we're just gonna go ahead and dig this away so that the climbers can get on through to the exit, and that's it. So 2 shimmers left over here. Oh yeah, oh that's right, he's a slider, so therefore he'll go out the wrong way anyway. Yeah, and therefore he will definitely not reach the other side, let alone far enough so that he is able to dig this away. So anyway, I need to redo my replay here. Yep, and then just watch everyone just climb to the exit en masse. And also save me 1 over the requirement. So, pretty nice now. Yeah, now that it seems all, like, mostly patched up. Alrighty, so that was 10 more levels of the Platinum rank. So next time we will finish up the remaining 10 levels and hence the rest of the pack. So with this, hope you enjoyed the video of the Lemmings Hall of Fame level solving commentary. And I'll see you all next time for the final video.